Hi guys, today I'm doing a live discussion of Haunting in Venice. So let's get into it. Now, before I do, don't like, subscribe, and click notification. So today we're doing a non-spoiler review, and Haunting in Venice is a murder mystery film. It was produced and directed by Kenneth Branagh, who reprised his role from the previous films. It's based on the 1969 Halloween party with Agatha Christie. It serves as a sequel to Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile, and is the third film which Branagh portrays the Belgian detective Hercule Poirot. Stars Carl Allen, Camille Cotton, Jamie Dornan, Tina Fey, Jude Hill, Ali Khan, Emma Ladd, Kelly Riley, Ricardo Scott, Marcio, and Michelle Yeoh. And I watched this on Friday, and yeah, so this is based on Halloween. This is the first adaptation of the story, and yeah, so um, yeah, let's get into it now. I want to say I think it's good. For the cast was great, and the music was by the one who did Joker. She's done other stuff. I think she did Chernobyl, and yeah. So this is a really good. Um, it was a really good movie. I think it's better than Death on the Nile because I still think Murder on Orient Express is probably the best one. I like it more than Death on the Nile because the problem I have with Death on the Nile, I just feel like it was a bit predictable. And I feel like he knew who the killers were, and I feel like the story was kind of basic. Whereas I think at least the story is a bit better. But yeah, um, um, I thought it was great. I loved the visuals. I liked the way it looked. Yeah, it looked good. I liked the cast. I thought that they were really good with what they were given, and yeah, I thought it was a great movie. Would I watch it again? Maybe when it comes on streaming. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. And let's get into the spoilers. Now, this one might be short because I'm not gonna read like. Okay, so the movie pretty much starts off with Hercule Poirot, who's basically in retirement after the events of Death and Now, and he basically has an ex-police officer, Vital Foglio, as bodyguard, and so it's Halloween. So you have um, Adrian Oliver, played by Tina Fey. She's a novelist, and she came as Poirot to attend a séance at Palazzo of Opera singing, and basically is this um and yeah, so basically there's this family what's said their names so you had so so basically you have Rowena was Kelly Riley. She has a daughter called Rowan, who basically his daughter's dead, and that's pretty much sets up the whole this movie. And basically they go to the seance, and basically their kids there, they're doing like this Halloween party, and when it's done they do a seance, and Michelle Yeoh shows up. Then they do the seance, and she planned it. It wasn't a real like and she starts speaking Alicia's voice and reveals that she not commit suicide, but then she basically gets impaled on a statue in the courtyard, and then they pretty much have to they pretty much go until he pretty much has to who did it, and it's the same thing as the other two movies, and yeah, so he pretty much investigates pretty much all of them, and that's pretty much then basically you have and then you have Dr. Leslie Farrell playing John Dorman. He dies. Yeah, he's a doctor. He has a son. Um, he has a son played Jude Hill, Leopold Ferrer, and then basically he dies, and then he basically has visions of basically Poirot has visions of Alicia, and you saw them in the trailers, like when he's in the bathroom, and you see her in the mirror, and yeah, I thought it was great. I love when um so yeah, I thought the cast was great, and yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Then they pretty much find out who the killer is, and then you find out the killer. The killer is Kelly Riley, Rowan Drake with the mother. She's the killer. She kills basically Alicia. She basically poisons her with because they go to a garden, and then basically she has these I think this is plant thing that has a nectar, like honey, and then she used the honey. She basically poisons her with it, and that's pretty much it. Then she goes upstairs, and then Alicia the ghost is behind, and then she falls off the balcony, and then she dies, and that's pretty much it. Then basically Pride enters friendship elevator and decides not to unmask Vito's involvement in the seance. Olga adopts the now orphan Leopold, who has been the blackmailer and the poison inside. His father had missing the medical notes of Alicia's death and seen in the ink to Rowan's first starring role. Um, so, so, so yeah, so basically the movie ends and then Poirot basically accepts cases again. And I have to say, I think this movie's good. I think my problem with this, I don't like how they wasted Michelle Yeoh. I thought Michelle Yeoh is a good actress, and the fact that they kind of just wasted her in this movie it was a shame. I kind of wish she was in this movie more, but Gal Gadot she dies, and but to be honest, I think Michelle Yeoh is a much better actor than Gal Gadot. I kind of wish Michelle Yeoh was in the movie a bit more. I was kind of pissed they killed her off, and she was the one who died. And I was like, but yeah, I feel like I thought the cast was fine, and yeah, no, I don't know if they're gonna make another one. I think we have to wait a couple years for another one, but I give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's great, and it's okay. And yeah, so next week I will be doing Expendables 4. There will be one for Expendables 4 next week in 1 week's time, and that's pretty much it. So guys, so much my videos for next one. Bye.